Hey, so we're here. Today's subject is reincarnation. Another one about reincarnation. This time, the New World Order might not be mentioned because I covered that, why it was being kept a secret to the masses. So let's talk about why we reincarnate. Um, the reasons are out there. The most common reasons is to there's work to be done. Um, you come back to finish something you did not get to finish, um, that you did, that you couldn't, you didn't, for whatever reason, didn't get a chance to finish in your previous life. Um, for example, me, um, all my past lives, I've done martial arts or been a warrior of some sort. Um, in Egypt, Japan, um, Greece, Europe. Um, so I've always had a warrior existence, warrior martial arts. Um, but last my last life, I died from a drowning. So I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video about reincarnation. That remember when I was little, I was afraid of water, and I when I would watch television and like I would watch Flipper, and if the screen filled up with water, my eyes would start watering. Um, then by the time I was 8 years old, thing, that condition would go away. But looking back, I'm like, oh, that's why my eyes would start watering. So law of attraction works even when you are on the other side in Summerland or um, heaven, wherever you want to say you go to when we leave our physical body. Transition, in that between period when we are still on the other side, um, law of attraction works for us as well on the other side. We choose our parents for a reason. So I might have chosen my mom because my mom was an excellent swimmer, and um, so I chose her to help get that fear of water, to overcome that, um, out of my soul. And my dad um, was a very good street fighter, and he was okay boxer. He was more of a basketball player, but he was into martial arts. So he watched boxing, he watched wrestling, he had Bruce Lee movies. He had Bruce Lee, Jim Kelly, um, Jean Claude Van Damme, who was my favorite. Um, so I think I chose my dad for that. And also we used to get games from Japan, especially for Sega Genesis. Japan, it was called Mega Drive. So we had wrestling games from Japan that never even made it to our shores. We also had like Streets of Rage, and the Japanese version over there is called Bare Knuckles. So I chose my parents for that reason, for the martial arts and fighting influences that my dad had, and the overcoming the fear of water that my mom possessed. Even though I didn't learn to swim from her, but I think that was an attempt to to get that out. Also, my mom had a very big heart, so I think that was another reason why I chose my mom. If you guys remember me mentioning the John Lineker and John Houston story, reincarnation story, the dad actually says that when he was talking to James. Again, he's James in his past life and in this life. when he's talking to James, James said that, yeah, this is why I chose you. So you choose your parents for a reason, um, and it might be in correlation to what you reincarnate to accomplish. All right. Some reincarnate just to help somebody else physically. Um, it's kind of things where after they help someone do something, all of a sudden that person dies. That kind of thing. Um, that can take place. You can reincarnate into your own families. Let's just say um, my friend. Um, his last name is Wujek, so he could pass and come back in the next generation of Wujeks, you know. Shout outs to the Wujeks, Marchin. Um, so that could happen. There's some stories where a son was his own grandfather, and he looked through the family photos and he saw himself and he's, oh, that's me, and told the family stuff that he would not known being 2 or 3 years old. So you know it's really a incredible thing that they try to suppress from us, but it's one of the wonders of life. And so anyways, another reason why a soul might reincarnate back into Earth that might not have to. Sometimes you'll hear a lot of stuff about it being work. It's not always work. Some souls come here for vacation. As crazy as it might sound, because a lot of people believe Earth is a prison planet, it's hell. But it's, some people come back just to have fun. That's why you meet people seemingly with no purpose, no, kind of like they don't have to do anything, and you try to get them to do stuff, and they just are like, no, and then they seem fine being the way they are. Some those souls are they're just here to, have fun. No goals, no mission. They're just here to have fun or observe stuff that in this plane that we can't really observe in the next plane. They're just here to just bullshit. That's possible. It's a realm of possibilities. That's what this universe is. So that could happen. I myself, as an indigo Earth Angel, I found out more about myself. Earth Angel, Star Seed, Indigo Child, the Star Child, Bringers of the Dawn. I myself, one of my purposes is to raise, like others, to raise the vibration of this planet. We're here to make this planet a paradise. Not this hell that the New World Order. Oh, jeez, I end up mentioning them, but we're here. I'm one of the ones here to make this planet a paradise, a heaven. So it's a heaven not just on this planet, but also on the other side. A land full of love and high vibration. We're supposed to raise the vibration of this planet, and one way is defeating the New World Order. Another way is to help people. So that's one of my goals, and I help do that through martial arts, because martial arts actually has a lot of mysticism in it. I kind of feel like the emergence of MMA tries to nullify that, tries to keep that under, because I notice a lot of traditional martial arts are being sort of debunked as if they don't work no more, but new don't want to say studies, but new fights have shown that yeah, this this traditional martial arts actually do work. It's just you have to have the right practitioner apply the uses of meditation and do it in a way where they could prosper, you know, which I kind of feel like the MMA crowd, especially Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, tries to do, and they do it with wrestling too, because wrestling's a very spiritual art. We got wrestling from the gods, um, but they separate the meditation and except for India. India seems to get it right, but you know, wrestling is such an ultimate art, but we get overshadowed by Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA stuff, which has also become like another pro wrestling's been rigged. Do a video on that later. But got an itchy throat. I need water. So that's another reason. So let's talk about ways to experience your past life. One way is through past life regression, past life meditation. They're the same thing. It's just that when I first was introduced to this, it was called past life meditation, and then when I forgot about it, and then when I was older, oh wait, I said I was going to do this when I was a kid, turned into past life regression. So that's what they were calling it. Another way is magic. I had a psychic, if you watch my other videos, I had a psychic do a spell on me. But the only thing with that is, I'm going to reveal the third reason. I don't know if you guys remember me saying how shady that psychic was. So I think what he was doing was, well, I'll just introduce the third way. Okay, the third way is you could actually, before you go to bed, tell your subconscious by saying, you can do this astral projection too. I'm going to dream about my past life. I'm going to dream about my past life. I'm going to dream my past life, or I'm going to experience my past life. This is an affirmation, and that I kind of do it when I do past life readings. I'm going to view something, and that's another way of doing it. I think what was going on was with the psychic, the whole magic thing was, I was getting a coin, and he said he was doing his magic work. But I think it was built into my subconscious that I was going to view my past lives through this work. I kind of think I'm able to do it on my I think I did it on my own, but he was taking credit for doing it with his magic. And don't get me wrong, the guy did do magic, and he, experienced some amazing stuff through him. But remember, I was telling him he was also very shady, and he was trying to keep like martial arts, that knowledge of me being a martial artist in my past life away from me. So he was kind of doing some stuff and telling me stuff. So, but anyways, the reason why I questioned it was when I found this third way of just before I go to bed saying I'm going to view my past life, and actually being able to do it on my own without, after I stopped talking to that guy, and I don't even have the materials that I was sleeping with in order to do this past life. I think that's what was going on. If he ever sees this video, he's probably gonna be pissed. But it's another way of saying you have so much power within you, and they fear you're going to figure it out. So yeah, just before you go to bed. Oh, I need a drink. Look down the wrong pipe. Sorry. Before this happens, um, before you go to sleep, just say, "I'm going to view my past life. I'm going to view my past life. I'm going to view my past life." And it might work. It worked for me, um, and if it works for me, it could work for you. Um, if you try it out, let me know in the comments below. Message me on Facebook. Those that have my Facebook, yeah, let me know because it is a fun experience viewing your past life and just viewing another space and time. Um, there are spell books that have ways to view your past life. I don't remember them on top of my head because some of them involves writing them down and put them under your pillow. Um, then doing an affirmation. There's one I remember that requires an amethyst. Amethyst is very good with dreams, especially intuitive or insightful or prophetic dreams. So yeah, the ways are out there. You just gotta look for them. But I recommend the third thing I said. Doing the affirmations. Especially if you want to save money. The affirmation. Oh, I'm going to view my past life. Um, say it 7 times, or say it until you fall asleep. And you can do the same thing with astral projection, and you can view your past life. And another thing, one last thing before we go, do not give up after one try. Okay, sometimes it takes a few nights. You know, don't get discouraged if it doesn't do it the same. No, sometimes if you don't see your past life, it might mean that this might be your first one, your first lifetime, which is pretty rare, but it's possible. Another thing is it just might not be meant to known, but that's rare, because again, we live in a universe of free will. This is why you choose your parents, and this is why a lot of stuff happens, because the universe wants you. If you want to know something, the universe, especially with something dealing with you yourself, it'll let you know. Find a way to let you know. So another clue is, if you want to know your past life, we got your present life. If you want to know your future life, we got your present life. Okay, that's another possible. Because I've done plenty of past life readings where someone's doing the same job. There's a secretary, or like myself, a martial artist. So if you can't give me a like or subscribe, comment below if this works for you. That'll be awesome. And that's my work wife.
Hi.
Isn't she sexy? She oozes sex appeal. Okay, oozes.
I feel so honored.
Yes. I'll catch you later. Thanks. Look into my eyes.